Han.
Seryong SSI, you said your husband was acting strange the night before. Can you explain what exactly seemed off?
Seryong.
On the bed. Han. Pardon. Seryong.
He was sweating a lot.
In our 2 years of marriage, he's never been like that before. My husband, Kim Hyun SSI, was always polite, always careful with me, because I can't see. That night, everything changed. Seryong. Wait. We don't have time. At least, give me your hand. My usually calm, composed husband, who always kept our life simple, suddenly started acting different.
Hyun.
It's better if it hurts a little. Scars last longer that way. Seryong. What are you? MMPH. Hyun. Seryong SSI. You shouldn't do this kind of thing with anyone else. Seryong. W, what nonsense are you saying? Hyun. Just for tonight. Let me have you. Only tonight. Neighbor. Looks like someone's moving out. The hallway's been messy lately. Seryong. Is it really noisy? Neighbor. Not really. I'm just curious who's leaving. We're pretty close with the neighbors. It'll quiet down soon. Hyun. Are you okay? Last night you even swore. You never do that. And it was the first time I realized sex could be that exhausting and painful.
Seryong.
Let's talk after work. You'll be late. Even in the silence, it felt like he looked at me, though I couldn't see. I knew. The man who always smiled.
Hyun.
I'll be going now. I wanted to ask why, but I stayed quiet. The doctor told me. Questioning everything is a bad sign. He said he was going home. Seryong. Okay. But something felt off. He always came home at 7 p.m. Never left me alone too long, especially since I'm blind. The number you have dialed is unavailable or has call restrictions. Please check and try again. That's when the thought began to spiral, like a thread slowly unraveling. At the end of that thread was the fear I couldn't ignore. Seryong. Damn it. What is this? The number you have dialed is unavailable. My husband's disappearance. That's all there was to it. Officer. Usually, we can't file a missing person report unless it's been at least 24 hours. Unless it's a criminal case.
Seryong.
A criminal case? Officer.
Yes.
For example, disguising an assault as a disappearance. So it's better if you speak honestly. Officer. Hans Seryong SSI, whose blood is this? Seryong. If I said it belongs to my husband, would you find him faster? I first met my husband, Kim Hyun, when I was around 24. Kim Hyun. Oh, I'm not the CEO. Just an employee here. The CEO just stepped out for a moment. It was right after I found out my retina, once healthy, had started to fail. Seryong. Ah. This should be enough. Can I stay until the rain stops, and then leave? My hands are like this, so... That's how we first met. Nothing dramatic. Nothing special. Seryong thinking, why do I have to live like this? Relying on a cane? They told me to be good. So I tried. I worked hard, even became a caregiver, though it never felt like my path. Why did it all end like this? Why me? I felt ashamed. Pitiful. Completely hopeless. Kim Hyun. Excuse me?
Take this.
You seem cold. That small act, in my world that had lost all light, felt like light returning. Later. Seryong. Huh? What do you mean? This is Manhwa Villa, and the only occupied house here is mine. No one else lives here. Every other apartment is empty. Seryong. No. I'm sure I greeted neighbors before. Something's wrong. Man, there's no one here. What do you mean by greetings? Detective. I just got a call from the station. There's no record of a Kim Hyun on the resident registry. It had been a month since my husband disappeared. Officer, please get a hold of yourself. We've heard this too many times. If you keep showing up like this, we may have to charge you with obstruction. Seryong. Detective, please. Something's really wrong. Just investigate one more time. Officer. There's nothing left in the records. What do you want us to look into? What if it's a criminal organization? What if he vanished without a trace because of them? And wasn't it your husband's blood we found? If you keep digging like this, you might get hurt too. Lying isn't a small matter. Man, I'm sorry, miss, but you've been scammed.
Siriong.
But I didn't lose anything financially. What would they gain from scamming me? Man, whatever his intentions were, the man who ran away knows the full story. Don't you think? Ran away. None. Oh, sister, you don't look well. Please, sit and rest. Siriong. I'm fine. But, father, do you really believe in things you can't see? I'm sorry, but maybe I was just fooling myself. Please open your eyes. Don't become a fool like me. None. Sister, you don't need to see something to believe it. Do we always need a reason to believe in something? Siriong thinking. Even I don't know anymore. I didn't even know what his face looked like, but I loved him. Without reason. The hand I held was warm, strong. I thought it was salvation. There was never someone like that in my life. To me, he was a miracle. But he disappeared. Like he never existed at all. Now I understand. It all came too easily for me. None. Sister, maybe today's coincidence is God's will. Matthew 7 verse 7. Ask, and you shall receive. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened. Siriong thinking. Why is this here? Han Siriong's vision, once cloudy and broken, began to clear right after her husband vanished without a trace. Her doctor, stunned, said this kind of recovery defied medical logic. This should be studied by the academic world, he muttered, confused. But Siriong knew this wasn't a miracle. It was a message. Her life, once fogged by love and illusion, was now coming into painful focus. Even her new doctor wasn't who she expected. Her previous one had suddenly gone abroad. Another quiet replacement. Another missing piece. Her husband hadn't just disappeared. He'd erased every trace of himself. The company he claimed to work for?
Fake.
The license plate number? Fabricated. Neighbors in the villa?
Gone.
CCTV footage?
Missing.
Even their wedding photo felt like a lie. Still, she refused to let go. She needed answers. Enter Jong Piljiu, a no-nonsense team leader from Blast, a government-authorized military contractor. His team investigated the villa and found every neighbor's identity was forged. All except one detail, the neighbor's dog. That dog's name was real, and it led them to something shocking. A 67-year-old woman named Kim Yeonmi had the dog registered under her name. But she wasn't the one living there. Piljiu dug deeper. Old credit card receipts. A bookstore. Books titled National Intelligence Service, NIS, exam prep. That woman had a son, a publisher. But field agents often use such jobs as cover. What if, Piljiu said, your neighbor wasn't a neighbor at all but a low-level NIS field agent? And what if your husband was something worse? A black ops agent, the kind whose name doesn't exist on any list. Someone trained to vanish, to erase lives, to control an entire building and its surroundings without anyone knowing. If that's true, Piljiu said grimly, then Han Siriong, you'll never find him again. Even after seeing it over and over, it still made one Changna sick. A mask that peeled like human skin. A fake voice. A man who wasn't who he seemed, again. Her team leader, Lee Wushin, codename Maka, was a black ops agent with a reputation for being untouchable. And after this latest mission, Changna couldn't trust a single soul. I thought you actually fell for her, she said, shaken. Wushin gave her a cold look. You think what I did was love? Owl, the woman, wasn't a lover. She was the target. And husband was just the role he played. The mission was over. But the aftershocks weren't. Apparently, a month ago, the woman had shown up at a police station drenched in blood, claiming it was her husband's. Turned out it was her own. Just a kitchen accident? Maybe. But the missing person report she filed moved through faster than expected. And her husband's fake identity?
Exposed.
She's smarter than we thought, Changna admitted. I pulled the police footage. Wanna see it? Wu Xin's voice turned sharp. Give me one reason I should waste another second on that footage. She hesitated. He shut her down. Don't bring up Owl again. Ever. He walked away, not even bothering to discuss his resignation letter. Changna sighed. Goodbye, Ms. Owl. I hope you forget him soon. Meanwhile, Han Seryong had made a decision. She wasn't just going to search for her husband. She was going to hunt him. And to catch a Black Ops agent, she had to go bigger. So she reached out to Changna. Did you really say you want to defect to North Korea? Changna asked, stunned. No, Seryong answered calmly. I'm not defecting. I'm going up. Up the food chain. Up the danger. She had already scouted the unification bridge. The Imjin River. If I commit enough crimes, if I draw the NAS out, maybe I'll meet him again. Changna was horrified. Are you trying to get yourself fed to the wolves? But Seryong had made up her mind. You said no one can find him. So, I'll make sure he comes to find me. Days had passed. Seryong's body felt heavier than usual. Her head ached. Her thoughts wouldn't stop racing. Maybe it's just the stress of moving, she muttered. But that wasn't it. Her mind kept circling back to the same question. If we meet again, would she kill him? Or love him even more? She couldn't tell. All she knew was that every time she thought of him, her hands trembled with rage. And yet she still wanted to see him. Screams rang out. Chaos erupted. Sirens blared. Stop her, someone shouted. But Seryong ran faster. Catch me already, she cried. Just take me to my husband. She pushed herself harder. Past her limit. One soldier collapsed trying to chase her. Another gasped for air. Damn it. Choi's down. Seryong was nearly across the border. If no one stops me now, I'll make it to North Korea, then...
Screech.
A vehicle skidded to a halt. A loudspeaker barked. Gyeonggi 3714, you are under emergency arrest. Breathless and half-conscious, she collapsed to her knees. You're late, she mumbled. A man in a dark suit approached. I'm from the National Intelligence Service. Counterintelligence Division. His voice was calm, but cold. Han Seryong SSI. You are being charged under the national security law and for damaging military property. She said nothing. You caused a complete lockdown of all surrounding facilities. The entire group tour was cancelled because of you. That's quite a mess, don't you think? Seryong smirked faintly. Well, at least the soldier who collapsed can rest in a hospital bed now. But the agent wasn't amused. Even attempted violations are punishable. Every word you say now can determine the charges brought against you. He leaned in closer. So tell me, why did you try to cross into North Korea? No reply. All right. New question. Who is Kim Hyun? Silence again. You mentioned that name during the police investigation, and then you went quiet. Who is he? Finally, she spoke. He's my husband. The agent raised an eyebrow. Strange. Records list you as unmarried. You two lived together under a common law arrangement, correct? The same man who's now missing. She nodded. Yes. So you were trying to defect because of him? There was a pause. Then quietly she answered. He used to say it over and over again. Chairman of the National Defense Commission, Supreme Commander, great leader. Those were his words, not mine. Seryong looked down. I wanted to report him. I really did. But I don't even know his real name. Or his real face. She exhaled, broken. In the end, I think I lived with a spy. Her eyes met the agent's. Would you help me find out who my husband really is? The missing person? Kim Hyun. He's the defector. If we lose track of him now, we could be in serious trouble, said the agent. No one knows what kind of damage he could cause. The government must act fast. You agree, don't you? Yes, Deputy Chief, came the reply. Understood. Got it. For now, one agent said, let's wrap this up. The defection attempt? Likely to be dropped, mental instability. But she'll still be fined. Around 10 million won for damaging military property. Seryong's voice cracked. But I'm telling you, My husband might be a spy. Shouldn't you look deeper? The officer gave a tight smile. Thank you for cooperating. What are you even saying? She snapped. Do any of you know who Kim Hyun really is? Silence. Why does it feel like you're hiding something? This is a spy investigation team, isn't it? Shouldn't you be more competent than this? She turned toward the mirror on the wall. Come out already before I break it. If this is hide and seek, let's play together, shall we? Han Seo-ryang, let's stop this. That's enough of this joke. A joke, she echoed. No, the real joke is you. What's so damn special about Kim Hyun that you refuse to even investigate him? What are you trying to protect? What are you covering up? A sudden shift in tone. Are you taking your meds properly? One officer asked. What? We've confirmed you stopped taking them some time ago. That's likely when these delusions about your husband began. Medication? What medication? I'm not sick. Why would I need any medicine? The agent replied calmly. We contacted your doctor. My doctor? She asked, stunned. Hanmyeom's Psychiatric Hospital. You've been a patient there since childhood, haven't you? That evening, news anchors spoke over grainy footage. This morning, a woman in her 20s was apprehended at the Paju border attempting to cross into North Korea. She has been identified as Ms. Han. Inside a quiet psychiatric office, the doctor greeted her gently. Seryong, you're here. Child, what happened to your eyes? They're healing, she replied. Thankfully, it wasn't permanent. That's good to hear, the doctor smiled. You've been doing well, haven't you? She looked away. My husband? He ran away, of course. But I did everything you told me to. I was sweet, obedient, soft like a puppy, gentle, playful, kind. You know I tried so hard to live a normal life, right? I quit gymnastics, got kicked out of high school. Still, I worked hard, took up caregiving work, tried to be decent. But in the end, this is who I've become. What went so wrong? Why do people have children just to abandon them? Why promise love, only to run away? Why care, only to betray? A long pause. Then, softly, Doctor, why did you do that to me? Doctor, why did you do that to me? Bitch, what? I don't understand what you mean. Seryong's eyes darkened. Did you know in the old days, the mafia dealt with traitors using poison in black tea? Doctor, you labeled me as schizophrenic, didn't you? Who gave you that order? I'm not sure, but I have a feeling. It's connected to my husband somehow. I need answers. Anything, please. I can't think clearly when it's about him. The doctor lowered his voice. I just did what I was told. They said it wouldn't hurt you. I was only following instructions. I see, she said quietly. Then tell me, where did they come from? They said they were from a government agency, but the business card they gave me, it was from a publishing house. A cover, probably, she muttered. That's how field agents usually operate. Maybe, she added, I just didn't want to give up on Kim Hyun, no matter what the truth was. But the more I searched, the more the lies began to collapse around me. The web he spun was so obvious, and yet I was the only fool who didn't see it. You were the one, she whispered to the doctor, who taught me how to wear that mask of sweetness and obedience. And so, this will be our last session. Seryong, what are you saying? I've decided, she said coldly, to break the mask once and for all. I tried so hard to be good,
To be loved.
to live kindly, but it was all fake. Even the marriage I cherished, just another layer of the lie. If everything around me was scripted, then the only truth left in this world is my own broken, unfiltered self. Farewell, Doctor. Kim Hyun, Seryong, did you call me? I'm changing clothes right now. I'm checking my phone. I just opened the fridge. I'm just standing here, watching you. Seo. Seryong. Did your body get shot trying to cross into North Korea? No, she replied. Not my body. My bank account. It got hit. What? I had to pay a 10 million won fine. Oh no. This woman. Did you really drag me out here again for something insane? I don't even know anyone connected to that world. But I'm seriously thinking about kidnapping someone. As a hostage. The more important they are, the better. That way, the government will be forced to send someone high-level. Like the deputy director of the National Intelligence Service.
Ah.
Should have destroyed my phone first. Li Wuxin. Return as soon as possible. I'll only discuss your resignation letter. It's rare to have someone with 10 years of experience, and now, 2 intelligence agents are dead. Do you think I'll accept your resignation just because you wrote it off as personal reasons at a time like this? I've already explained everything. Is that an explanation? What's wrong with you? Did you think I've been sane all this time? What's your problem? Why quit now just when the mission is over? I told you it's a mental illness. Even in my personal time, I get so anxious just taking off the silicone mask. I thought it was work-related, but the hospital says it's obsessive-compulsive disorder. I'm probably going to keep picking at my face. No wonder the egg-faced ghost keeps staring at me at night, with no eyes, nose, or mouth. And anyway, I can't do espionage anymore. I have a tattoo now, right by my ex. What? From now on, just like this mission, I won't even be able to bring out my ex, let alone sleep with the target. What am I supposed to do with that? Li Wuxin, you insane bastard. What the hell are you doing with a body that belongs to the state? You really made a virgin do it? And now you're rebelling? That's it. If you won't return my face to me, just stop it already. Honestly, I'm getting sick of wearing this mask anyway. Do you not need that document anymore? You've been throwing everything away just because you're looking at that, haven't you? Are you really going to give up like this? I haven't given up. I haven't given up at all. It's just that after 10 years, I'm the one who's burned out first. Even after handling the owl, I still failed. I got nothing out of it. I'm so frustrated. I just want to do something about it. Isn't that annoying? I'm one step away from becoming the head of the National Intelligence Service, Wuxin. Once I get that title, I can give you something. I'll make sure you can use both your face and name. You're a quarter Korean, right? I need a mask like that right now. So one last time, I'm asking you, please. Without the mask? Yes, without it. As Li Wuxin. So, what is it? Have you ever heard of Blast Corporation? Are you talking about Blast Corp? Yeah. Whether it's the NIS deputy director or a section chief, if you want to kidnap someone, you need the basics down, don't you? You should learn the necessary skills. Most experts are with our company. Is there really a need to learn it? They're here again. The NIS higher-ups probably have bodyguards around them. To kidnap them, you need to know how to get rid of the bodyguards, right? It looks like those two really get along, huh?
Dale.
I'm telling you this because you remind me of my younger sister, whom I left behind in North Korea. Blast Corporation. There are plenty of men there, right? If you live and work with them, you'll forget about that bastard and find freedom again. That's a pretty reasonable point. To hold the NIS higher-ups hostage, you definitely need the physical strength and skills to back it up. You might need an accomplice for the kidnapping. If things go well, I could use it to my advantage. Chana SSI. It's about Jong Pil-jiu, the guy we met at the private investigation agency. He said he was the team leader at Blast Corporation. Is that right? Yes. Why is my brother-in-law? Too. Mox and OS are family. What do you have to say about Chana? I heard you're family with Chana. Brother-in-law and sister-in-law, right? Well, I contacted you to stir up trouble for Jung Pil-jiu too. If we meet after getting caught, what then? Should I kill her, love her more, or... I want to see her, and I want to kill her. Every day is miserable anyway. I tried to defect to the north, but got caught. If you're going to get caught anyway, take a car. The unification bridge in Payu is perfect. Chana told me, if I get caught next time trying to defect, I might talk about Chana. That defector, Hyo Chana, helped me. Hey, Hans Siriong. And the person who turns out to be the big brother-in-law was a former NIS agent? What the hell are you doing? Jung Pil-jiu seems quite the romantic. Taking care of defector sisters, quitting NIS to marry one. Well, anyway, if Chana gets suspected, Your wife's hair will be dragged into it too. What do you want?
A job. What?
I looked into Blast Inc., a subsidiary of Sewa Group, ranked third among companies serving conflict zones, dictators, drug cartels, legitimate sovereign states, and humanitarian organizations. The private military company with the most diverse clientele in East Asia, providing extensive military services beyond direct combat, securing contracts worth up to hundreds of billions of won from various governments. Blast is the private company that provides the most VIP protection services in our country. Blast is also used by NIS when they lack manpower for operations. Why are you looking into that? I told you, I need a job. Blast only hires those with military skills. Former Ministry of Defense, ex-NIS agents, special agents, retired soldiers. But Han Siriong, do you have any special skills? Well, live. Please, let's not go as far as murder. Defecting to the north was already too much. No, not murder. Housekeeping. A few days later. Your reference is Information Team Leader Young Pilju? The interview is just a formality. Just do the laundry, cook, and wash dishes. Official start is Monday, with your certification. Finally, a young woman joined our company. Usually, young women don't want to do this kind of work. Our members will finally enjoy training. If most employees here are soldiers, there must be many dangerous tools.
What?
Oh, are you scared? There are many brothers to protect you. No, I think you should keep your mouth shut. Surrounded by weapons. Aren't you scared? The road ahead is too long. Ringing. Hello.
Channa.
I just finished the interview. Are you at the company? A month later. Seo Ryung, come out quickly and eat. Everyone's gone except for one table. Okay, I'll just clear the leftovers. Sure. Go and come back quickly to eat. Okay. I heard there's a vacancy in the special security team this time.
Why?
Are you interested? Interested? My ass. The new team leader, who just joined. Haven't you heard the rumor that they're a total nightmare? I don't know for sure, but the team members there have probably been completely wrecked. Special security team. Sister. How's work? Is it manageable? How about your colleagues? If it's about your face, as expected, it's already. But where's Channa working these days? It's much harder to see you than I expected. Well.
What?
The only thing I can say is the new team leader is a total jerk. Is Channa also in the special security team? It's the only team that seems so hard to figure out anything about it. Even the tasks they do seem to be top secret. You bastard. Say that again.
Huh.
It's annoying to hear you pretend to dismiss the special security team every time it's brought up. Everyone knows you're acting out because you want to join the special security team. Is there anyone here who doesn't know that? Damn it, who are you accusing of being jealous now? Mrs. Kim, come quickly. Aren't you envious at all? Acting like you're the only clean one, is that it? Then what about you? All you do is run your mouth, but you're useless. Wow, seriously? They're really losing it. Whoa, hey. Oh no, Mrs. Kim. Mrs. Kim, are you okay?
Dear.
Ugh, looks like her back is completely out. What should we do? I'll clean the floor today. Huh? What are you? What is this? Lunch break is over. We hired you to clean up, and yet. I already knew Han Siriong was reckless and rude. But this time you've gone too far. This company revolves around combat personnel, and we're here to support and assist them. Someone should check on Mrs. Kim's back. No, you don't understand what's important at all. Among the team members fighting earlier, there's one who's especially hot-tempered. He's extremely worked up about you, Siriong, so don't provoke him for the time being. Sigh, at this rate, when will I be able to kidnap the deputy chief? And find Kim Hyun? Should I think of another way? Still, it doesn't seem like there's a better job than this. Looks like I'm not getting on. Why don't you get on? If you're not getting on, forget it. The doors are closing.